Kia ora, Aquarius. Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for the new moon in Scorpio, which is happening today. It's the 13th today, so I'm doing them right on the dot. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check out any other titles that might stand out for you. And thank you for your likes, comments, and subscribes. It really helps to keep this channel going. So let's get your storyline out. We have other decks to clarify and a rock, mineral, and crystal card that we'll pull out at the end, see if it relates to your reading. So let's see what's on the storyline for Aquarius, which seems like we're feeling kind of footloose and free. Let's just get a few other cards out for Aquarius. We're sort of leaping, I wouldn't say leaping into the unknown, because we actually know we've got, in some strange way, a place to leap from that's very secure, or a place to go back to that's very secure. We come out here, Aquarius, with the full unencumbered motion. We start out on a new journey here in the full. So we're on a new journey. It seems that we can move between a few different worlds here, actually. Sorry about the hair, it's a little bit windblown. The full. Unencumbered by the past. We then come to, as I said, we do go through and clarify, that we then come to the Four of Discs, a power position. This is a structure that has one way in and one way out, and that is in this physical world. We're very much part of that in our dealings and our daily doings. Is there something we can let go of here to lighten it up a bit? But why? Because we are still embodying the full. And then we have another four, so it's a very stable base that you launch yourself into the world from. You know, double 11s in some decks. This is the happy homecoming card. It's the place where you belong, Aquarius. It is the central hearth. It keeps the world, the wheel, you spinning, rotating, and beginning and completing things on many, many different levels at different times in your life. We have a moment here at the end where, towards the end, where we've got the Hanged Man. We go into Hanged Man mode, knowing that when we come out and down again, we will have a different perspective to a scenario, a situation, whatever that happens to be. But this is about being in a state, and I was getting that with another reading, actually, being underwater, where all sound is kind of muffled out, because we need that in the Hanged Man. We need to marginalise that, all that extraneous sort of psychic radical noise, people, all of that. We need to just hang for a bit, right? Maybe this is a period where you feel that you are doing that. But you know that you've got this solid base, yeah, at the same time, which is nice. And then we have the beautiful sun. So we're looking at the vitality, the life-giving nature of the sun, the highs of the sun, the playing, childlike play, the new growth. I mean, we've got new growth here, so it's bookended by that, and yet at the same time you've got a solid foundation. So solid foundation. So let's see, Aquarius. We're looking at the full for Aquarius at this new moon time. Good time to plant seeds. In Scorpio, we're looking at those scorpionic transformations and delving deep. Full for Aquarius, please. Okay, Okay. Actually, I might keep shuffling. I had about 5 cards that popped out then. Far too many. The Fool for Aquarius. Sometimes, whoops, what was that? Being a bit stubborn. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. In a strange way, Aquarius, your Fool and your Hanged Man are kind of working in unison here. As I said at the beginning, you seem able to flip between different worlds. What was it that I said? Something like that. To clarify the Fool, and this often happens in readings, we get the Fool and we get the Hanged Man. Somewhere in this, in releasing anything that has bound us in the past, like a clean slate, right? This Fool. Anyway, I've lost what I was going to say, but we're somewhere between the Fool and the Hanged Man, which you're embodying all at once. Oh, it's just really interesting. Let's keep going. Can we get one more card for that? Because it's like just one more card, you know. It's sort of about your own internal home. Here we have 11, right? So we've got the 4 of Wands in here in the wheel form. We now have the 4 of Wands. This is, you are able actually to do this because you have a sense of where your home is, even when you're moving between different worlds. It's a great Aquarian sort of trait or ability at this time. Let's look at the 4 of Discs. And in saying that, we've got the 3 of Cups coming out. Celebration with family and friends. And some of you maybe, you know, you have been in that mode, enjoying a level of freedom, but knowing that you have solid foundations. We've got a message coming through. I always see this Page of Pentacles as a messenger doing the Queen's bidding, and preparing ground. Maybe at this current time you are preparing ground for something that will occur. Interesting. 4 of Wands. Wow. Way true. 4 of Wands. We've got way too many cards here. That wheel, you know, that's generated by the vital force of the wand. But it is your place of belonging. We have the Ace of Swords coming out, but I just want one more card. Usually if I'm speaking, I will get those cards coming out. Oh, excuse me, Aquarius. And we have, indeed, so this is an interesting reading. We've got that 4 of Wands. We've got the Ace of Swords. So that gift of clarity, I'll get rid of that here, of truth, clarity, knowing your own, you know, that's good enough. That's like a life work in itself, right? So what do we get as well? We get 2 things. We get our interesting insight into ourselves, but potentially, because one always has to start from the self in a reading like this on this platform. We can't go on and on about it and have to stick to a narrative. An insight into the self. Wounded warrior, 9 of Wands. We possibly, it's an archetype that we all have. We react often in a defensive manner, and it's based in the past. It's an anchor from the past. But you, Aquarius, are well aware of that. What else you're very well aware of also are potentially old behaviours about getting how you get what you want or how you get what you need. You know, the seven, another sort of archetype of potential self-sabotorial energy, whereby we can't sort of say we can't directly say what we need, maybe, and we go around the back door to get it. But in that sense, it's an interesting insight, because I see an Aquarian that's had a firm base in order to do a lot of looking inward. I mean, we've got the Hanged Man here twice. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Can we clarify the Hanged Man? Everything's a learning, what would you say? Everything's a learning experience, isn't it? Some experiences we just want to get it over and done with and get on with something new. We're looking at the Hanged Man, Aquarius. It's quite a full-on reading here. As I said about the Hanged Man earlier, we go into that mode because we know when we come down, we have a shift in our perspective. It becomes clear when we get this Five of Cups. This is all about, disappointment, those three spilt cups. Remember, we've got three full cups shared with others here at the beginning of this reading. A shift in perspective would allow the figure to actually see that there are two full cups and not focus on those three spilt ones, but to see these two, which are the consummate in balance and choice. This shift in perspective, as I said, the Hanged Man is altering his or her perspectives by going into chrysalid mode. Now, with that Five of Cups, bear with, we also have the Ten of Swords, a lesson learnt. Not that everything has to be about lessons, but as I was saying, these things are points in time we learn from our experiences. The Ten of Swords is telling us, it's a wonderful card. We have the hand gesture of knowing, of understanding that the Hierophant has. So we're understanding something on that whole suit of those swords, which are our own mind. We understand. And so we can't take any more. So we just keep on venturing into a new path, And we've experienced that entire suit. We're now looking at the sun at the end of this reading. So you might have this time of this new moon as a time of great insights. Wow. And you find freedom in that, you know. So we literally have you, Aquarius, I think, coming out here. But we're looking at the sun to clarify the sun. We have the world. So we're entering into a new portal, into a new cycle here. We also have the king, and you could say the queen, the king of wands, the great charismatic, entertaining, larger than life king of wands, taking his wand and venturing into this new cycle. Let's get a Brian Froud Pixie and Fairy card as a sort of overview, and then we'll see what's on that rock mineral crystal card for you, Aquarius. Pixie and Fairies, can you give us a little glimmer of a general overview here? I think it's quite Oh, we've got quite a few cards. Let's just pick them out one at a time. We've got the Singer of the Chalice. This is about, really being bathed in great love here. For some of you Aquarians, we then have the Fawn. It's relating to friendship and counterparts. You might be somewhere visiting people. You might be feeling all of this in the place that you live, where you belong, more so as you've embodied that full, whether you're traveling or whether you're not, you have a great sense of where your place is, but also enjoying this thing of being bathed in a level of love wherever you go. Wow, that we then have two suns here. We've got Solus, Daniel Craig, all lit up here from the heart as a central axis of this life-giving luminary, I guess, or solar force at its height. Beautiful friendship, vitality of sun, the cradling nurture of the cup, and the speed of the muse, the inspiration, whether you're someone's muse, whether you are, you have your own muses that give you inspiration. This is fast moving, romantic creature. It may well be aspects of you, Aquarius, and what a positive reading. That card, I'm going to pull, I did that at the beginning, but there's one particular rock, mineral, crystal that just keeps coming up all the time, no matter how I shuffle, which was golden or gold sheen obsidian. So I'm going to read both of them out because it just keeps coming up all the time. There's about 3 other readings that have had it. Personal power, spiritual manifestation, earth healing, and new experience. And maybe this is what this new moon in Scorpio is all about for you, Aquarius, but also self-healing, grounding, right opportunities, and justice with hematite. Beautiful. Kind of looks like landscapes, don't they, unto themselves. On that note, Aquarius, take good care. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Hold those stones in your mind's eye, or carry them if you have some yourself at home. On that note, ka kite. Bye for now.